Welcome to the world of 4 people whose lives have been turned upside down. People who never thought they'd be living a life on benefits.
I was mixing with the likes of Michael Douglas.
I never chose to be in this situation.
Photo shoots, exclusives, £10,000.
I don't have to look like I'm on benefits.
At one time, they claimed to have it all.
Life was amazing. You know, 1 minute I'm in Warrington, and the next minute I'm in a nice yacht in Sardinia.
European Actor of the Year. I was getting mobbed. People were coming up with my autographs.
Now, they've lost it all.
Something I never thought I'd do in my life. I've never been out of work since I left school.
Do you think if I had a choice, I'd be claiming benefits? I'd be living it up.
Am I abusing the system? I don't think so.
How can I do a normal job for 30 years being an actor?
I suppose you could say it's almost a little bit like begging, really.
Their successful lives were gone in a matter of weeks.
Come on, hurry up.
If I wanted to eat, I had to sell my car. So goodbye car.
I'm on benefits, but it doesn't mean that I can't dream big. Why not?
I had everything. Nice house, cars, best holidays. It all went.
That's how I feel.
These are the Brits who lost jobs, homes, even relationships. It happened to them, like it could happen to anyone.
I can't stand it all. It does my head in.
North Wales is home to actor Bruce Jones. Millions know him as Les Battersby from Coronation Street. He used to earn 100 grand a year, but now Bruce is among the 9 out of 10 actors out of work at any one time.
Yeah, I had everything. Nice house, cars, best holidays. It all went. We lost everything. You look around you and you think that could never happen, but it could happen to anyone.
And it happened to Bruce. His celebrity lifestyle came to an abrupt end following allegations in the tabloid press, and he was suspended from the show. His fall from grace was meteoric.
European Actor of the Year. I was getting mobbed. People were coming up with my autographs. Wendy and myself picked this up for the best soap couple. Then I was lucky enough to meet Prince Charles. I'm a working class lad, so I just said, what came in here? What does your mum think about Coronation Street? Oh, he says she loves it. That's why they're laughing. I said to say, what a question. You can't say his mum, it's the Queen. Still his mum, innit? Met Mike Tyson. A good couple of hours with him there, talking away about Coronation Street. And he didn't bite me ear off.
Bruce has gone from signing autographs to signing on. And all he has left now are memories.
1 minute you're shaking hands with royalty, next minute I'm sat in front of a dole officer. And that is some fall.
Having returned from working abroad as a banking advisor, Chris Bragan has now joined 2.5 million people currently claiming employment and support allowance.
There we go. Look at that, £7.90. Loaded. Let's go do some shopping.
Chris was living the high life in Australia, but readjusting to a life on benefits in the UK is proving tough.
I hate coming here. I absolutely hate it. I want to work, I want to get back into work, and you can just see that these people don't and probably never have worked before. I just don't mix well with those types of people, I guess. They're just, you know, people that claim off the state all the time. You can tell by the clothes that they wear, you can tell that they've not seen water for weeks, you know, and OK, you're on benefits, but you can still have a wash. I never, ever thought I would end up on benefits, ever. I had a really good career. I was working for a bank, one of the big banks. I was there 10 years. For me, it was a normal life. I earned good money, I got bonuses.
But the stresses of work caught up with Chris.
From having the high life, tons of money, great place to live, I just got depressed, drank too much, started drinking excessively, and I was on a downward spiral.
From his beachside paradise in Oz, Chris now lives in a housing association bedsit in Ellesmere Port.
I've literally got one room, a kitchen, and a bathroom, and that's it. So, you know, it's very different to what I've been used to before.
Having been declared unfit for work, he gets £500 a month to help with rent and council tax and another £500 in ESA. But Chris finds it hard to manage.
It's a struggle. It is a struggle. You know, I have to budget for everything. Food shopping, bills, I'm a smoker, maybe that doesn't help. I get paid fortnightly, but the money lasts a week, max.
But Chris has a dream, and it's an ambitious one at that.
This is not where I want to be. I never wanted to be on benefits. I want to pursue a career in acting, be TV presenting.
In the northwest of England, Warrington is home to Lisa Appleton. Growing up, she had the world at her feet.
Lived in a nice village, nice house, and it's just really down to earth, happy-go-lucky, just normal, doing menial part-time jobs and things like that.
When she reached the big 4-0, Lisa made a massive decision, one that on paper seemed a no-brainer.
And it was my 40th. So I thought, what am I going to do for my 40th? I'm going to go in the Big Brother house and have some fun.
Lisa, you have been evicted.
Yeah.
Please leave the Big Brother house.
Ladies and gents, it's Lisa!
Life went crazy, and for a time, everything was as she had dreamed.
Nothing prepared me for the overnight success and fame that I had. It was huge. I was knocking back magazine deals, paper deals, photo shoots, exclusives, £10,000 was earning. One in particular, 25,000. Life was amazing. You know, 1 minute I'm in Warrington, and the next minute I'm in a nice yacht in Sardinia.
But her 15 minutes of fame ended, and after some bad financial decisions, her dreams quickly vanished.
I've lost everything. I've lost my sanity, I've lost my marriage, I've lost my car, my home, my security. I've lost my way. This is the bedroom. Fortunately, I can't sleep in it. Basically, it's got a lot of damp, there's a lot of water leaking from the ceiling. So I've had to move into the lounge. I've had to put everything in the lounge because the cooker's in there and the gas, it warms up quicker.
This is one reality star who doesn't like what her real life is now like.
It's been a disaster and I'm starting all over again.
More than a quarter of people classed as long-term unemployed used to be professionals doing skilled jobs. In Norfolk, English teacher Martin Walker only signed on a few months ago. But at the age of 50, he's now being forced to move back in with his parents.
This room is my bedroom here, bed, not surprisingly. I've lived here for just over a year since I got back from Korea. I've never actually stopped in one place for a very long time, so I haven't really had the opportunity to accumulate an awful lot of sort of tat. A few old books. This is where I put books when they're read. So, I mean, you know, these ones are actually read. Chess books, a novel.
His life is dominated by routine, order, and a focus on the small things.
Spare pens that I haven't got round to using yet. All sorts of different books. Chess trophies I've won in the past. Dan Brown, Angels or Demons, Digital Fortress. I've got this book, that very famous book. What was it called? What was that really famous Dan Brown book there was all that controversy about? Can't remember the name of it now. I really should, because it was a world-famous book. But anyway, I actually lent that to a friend in Korea and it never actually came back, but never mind.
His middle-class upbringing and university education meant he never thought he'd be on the dole.
It is very humbling. It's almost, I suppose you could say it's almost a little bit like begging, really. It's sort of a bit like standing on the street saying, I can't look after myself, please give us some money.
Coming up, even though you're on benefits, if you're an ex-soap star, the show must go on.
I'm right on now. I'm signing on again next week.
Chris loses his cool about other claimants.
Parents that have kids after kids after kids after kids. Well, I'm sorry, I think I'm entitled to, if not more so entitled to, than that woman.
And Lisa refuses to say goodbye to the big time.
When people say, oh, she thinks she's famous, sorry, I am. I'm famous. Doesn't mean to say you got lots of money.
Six years after his departure from Coronation Street, Bruce Jones is now part of the 1.8 million people signing on.
I've never, ever signed on. And I find it so embarrassing.
As a TV star, he was used to chauffeurs and limos. Nowadays, he has to catch the number 21 to the dole office.
Morning.
He used to earn a six-figure salary, but now he can barely scrape the bus fare.
Both ways is 260. And a lot of people on benefits can't maybe not be able to afford that. I've known people walk it.
No.
I think there's only been paid on it today because they've all got bus passes. I could get a bus pass now. Oh, I've got the form at home. Bus pass.
But signing on is no laughing matter.
I have to go into Colwyn Bay to sign on. All I want to do is get in there and get out. Get it done. Get out. I'll see you later.
With his appointment looming, Bruce is dragging his heels.
Go and have a pint and think to yourself, what the hell? It's something I never thought I'd do in my life. I've never been out of work since I left school. Never. I don't think any one of my family, from my grandfather up to any of my uncles, ever signed on a dole. I just want to get in and get out. It's okay. It's fine. Yeah, she's good to do a lot with. So, yeah, I've just got to bring some more stuff in next time I come next week.
Having given his autograph to the government, the actor's mask is back on.
I'm on the way home now. I'm signing on again next week now. Bye.
7 years ago, Lisa Appleton tasted fame and riches after Big Brother. Now she's among the 4.5 million people claiming housing benefit.
I receive £600 a month benefits. That's housing benefit and council tax benefit.
Lisa is aware that some people might resent her receiving benefits.
To anybody who says, who's she to claim benefits? I'll tell you who she is. I had no choice. Do you think if I had a choice, I'd be claiming benefits? I wouldn't. I'd be living it up. That's what you'd like to see me do, innit? Living the lifestyle again and lots of nice hotels and nice life and holidays. I don't have any of that now. I've got no choice. I have to claim benefits while I'm rebuilding my life after an absolute nightmare.
Lisa thinks that being recognised means life can sometimes be even harder.
I absolutely hate it with a capital H-A-T-E. When people say, just get a job. Just get a job. You can't just get a job.
In Ellesmere Port, Chris has come up with a plan to get him off benefits and back earning.
I'm looking at going to college and starting a course in September to change my career, so I'm looking to do a BTEC in drama and performing arts.
But Chris has got two problems. He doesn't know how he's going to pay for the course, and if it's full-time, he might lose his grand a month benefits. He doesn't think that's fair.
I've worked from the age of 16 and paid a lot of tax to the state for years and years and years, so why don't I deserve an opportunity to better myself, pursue a career that I want to do because of the money that I've injected? In fact, I personally think for those that don't work or hadn't worked before, that are on the same money as me, don't deserve that money. Parents that have kids after kids after kids after kids that end up getting, what, 2-3 grand, depending on how many children that you have, and getting rent paid for, everything else paid for by the state, possibly never worked in their lives as well. So that's okay to do, but for me, trying to pursue a career, that's not allowed. Well, I'm sorry, I think I'm entitled to, if not more so entitled to, than that woman that's, popping out babies left, right and centre.
Chris's dream of being an actor is one step closer to reality.
I'm deadly serious about acting. I signed up to an agency. I've got a show reel here.
He believes it's vital to spend some of his benefits cash on looking good.
It's an investment into me, isn't it? For my personal grooming, but also for my career. I want to be on television, so I want to look nice as possible all the time. You never know who you're going to bump into. I don't have to look like I'm on benefits. You know, I don't fit with the criteria around here. I don't wear matching joggers.
Chris not only has to look good, he has to feel good too.
Because I'm on benefits, I guess I've got a lot more time on my hands, so being able to come to the gym and to go swimming, because I'm focused on what I want to do, which is acting, getting into TV work. My gym membership here costs me £32 a month. It's quite a hefty amount out of my benefits, but it's an investment into me, it's an investment into what I'm trying to achieve. It's an investment into my future to enable me to earn money.
After teaching English in Asia, Martin returned home to Norwich last year. But unable to find work, he's keen to try anything.
I've just been into the job centre for what's called a group session, and basically someone talked about speculative approaches to employers, how you can make them more effective. It was quite useful, yeah.
Martin thought being a teacher would never leave him out of work, but getting back into the classroom is tough.
I think the crucial thing is to put some Latin I learnt at school, non illegitimes carborundum. Don't let the bastards grind you down. I think the thing is you just got to stay positive, just got to keep going. Switch on computer. Fortunately, I can remember how. Ding. Teacher.
Getting off benefits and into a job in the UK has been difficult. So Martin's thinking about going abroad once again.
There is this possibility in the city of Daejeon, which is in South Korea, and that's looking quite promising. I've had an email dialogue with the principal of that for quite a while. And in fact, one thing I'm going to do this afternoon is ring up to get an advanced criminal record check, which is one of the things he needs. Now, this is crucial. This next call is very, very important indeed, because it's to the ACRO. And getting a criminal record check out of them last time was like getting blood out of a stone. Hello? 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 Mine's gone dead. Right. They gave me an email address which I didn't quite catch, so unfortunately I'm going to have to go through that all again. Never mind.
In Warrington, the pressure of claiming JSA has taken its toll on ex-reality star Lisa.
I absolutely dreaded walking in that job centre. I can't tell you how much. I just felt so low, so depressed, just wanted to curl up in a ball, go to sleep and never wake up.
And going for jobs was just as bad.
When you go for an interview, they get starstruck. Oh my God, it's Lisa from Big Brother. I was a big fan, I voted for you. And then you don't get the job. I didn't realise how powerful Big Brother would be, that everybody would recognise me. So when people say, oh, she thinks she's famous, sorry, I am. I'm famous. I get recognised. Doesn't mean to say you got lots of money.
Lisa's made a big decision. She's come off job seekers allowance. Now she wants to be self-employed.
Now, one of my jobs is dog walking, £5 an hour. That's what I'm doing today. And it's good fun, but it takes me an hour and a half to walk here to pick up the dog, and then an hour and a half to walk back.
Lisa might have ditched the dole, but now she relies on tax credits to bump up her earnings. And she still needs housing benefit to pay her rent.
Happy chappy, yes you are. I think I'm going to come back as a bloody dog. It's easier.
She's starting right at the bottom of the job ladder.
Poo-poo time!
Her pay for today, a £5. In North Wales, Bruce is having a night out to watch his beloved Man City. But where he once enjoyed VIP areas and champagne, these days he's on benefits. And it's his local bar and a pint.
I'm sorry about messing you there. You realise that? Well, excuse me, Mr. Battersby. I come here 'cause it's a bit of a sanctuary. Not a lot of people call me Les in here, like on the street or anywhere else. So it's Bruce all the time here, even though everyone knows I'm Les. They tend to go, "You all right, look, Bruce?" And they sort of back the song, which is nice. And then when they do call me Les, they apologise. Don't worry about it. Everyone calls me Les. So maybe I should change my name by Paul.
Bruce's close friend James has seen behind the ex-soap star's smiles.
When Bruce had to sign on, I mean, it was heartbreaking. Because he didn't want to do it. And really, it was embarrassing, not only for himself, but also for us. He's used to action, cameras, lights, etc., but this is completely alien to him. He feels hurt, he's been cast aside at times. This shouldn't have happened to him, but it did. From earning thousands of pounds a week down to just to benefits. It's no lifestyle there at all. It's just a meagre existence.
Coming up, Bruce reaches breaking point.
Put that away for a minute, will you? I'm not in the mood for that at the moment.
Martin continues to hope that his fairy tale will have a happy ending.
If I could wave some magic wand and get a wonderful job tomorrow, I certainly would.
And Lisa is down to her last penny.
I know I've got a direct debit coming out in a few days for the gym. I've just gone to get a bank statement and I've got 29p.
In Warrington, former reality star Lisa Appleton is working up a sweat with her benefits money.
Some people buy cigarettes or, you know, they like to go out around town all the time, spend the money on drink. I join a gym and I spend mine on the gym. The gym membership's £15 a month, and some people might argue that, well, that could go on a bill, that could go on a debt, but oh my God, I don't think I'd be here if it wasn't for the gym. And it's me time, it is me time, and I'm worth it.
She might rely on benefits, but her gym membership does have some advantages.
I can have a hot shower and a hot sauna, which I don't have at home because I can't afford to heat the boiler. So at least in that £15, not only have I got the gym, I've got a hot shower, sauna, and I can use the hairdryer and the straighteners. And so it does, you know, I think I'm really budgeting my money really well.
Like many people, managing her personal finances is a constant chore. And a trip to the bank in town brings some bad news.
I know I've got a direct debit coming out in a few days for the gym. I've just gone to get a bank statement and I've got 29p in the bank and I need to have £15 in. I don't have enough money in my account from direct debit. I go overdrawn. Tax credit will be shorter next week, well, less, and then I get a charge. What can 29p get you? More stress? What can a bank charge get you? More stress? I've just had me, honestly, I've had me fill. Sick of it all. Totally fed up of trying and I can't stand it all. It does my head in. Don't wind me up, anyone. I tell you, don't wind me up.
In Wales, former Coronation Street star Bruce Jones has a lot of time on his hands. He's looking for a route back to fame and putting his faith in the fairies.
I decided to write a children's book. My book's about 4 children and fairies, the good world and the evil world. Well, I don't know who the age group's for because the evil fairies are really, really evil bastard. But if this book works in a few years' time, you never know, it might be. It might be another Harry Potter for all I know, you never know. I tend to write every day. The main 3 days are Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. But signing on's upset Tuesday. But I know I can get back to this and escape to it. Go into the writing, into the book, into the research. And then Wednesday's over. It's gone, because you're into this. And you think, God, where's that time gone? It doesn't matter if it does anything, this book. It's the fact that I want to do it. It's work. It's unpaid work. Well, it's not because the dole are paying me to do it. That's good, isn't it? They're paying. Benefits are paying me to work on my project, so that's one way of looking at it, isn't it? I'm getting paid off the benefit society, off the government, to write my book. I never thought of it like that. Oh, I'm looking forward to Tuesday.
In Norfolk, Martin Walker is hoping his international job hunting might bear some fruit.
I think it's extremely likely I'll get back to Korea. Naturally enough, like anywhere else, it's difficult to get a job. It's difficult to get a job anywhere. But there's certainly lots of possibilities in Korea. As a place for English teachers, it's taking off at the moment.
When it comes to work opportunities, he is completely open-minded.
I think it's very, very important to be flexible and open to new ways of doing things. There's more than one way to shell an egg.
But Martin has a very different attitude to his daily life.
Having a routine and schedules, I suppose, is fairly important to me, simply because I happen to be a fairly structured person the way I think. But I don't absolutely cling to, you know, I must do things at this time or in this way. I try not to be too rigid.
One important part of Martin's day is his evening walk after dinner.
I walk twice a day, except on Sunday. I let myself lie in a bit on Sunday morning. To people who say to me, how come someone with a degree who's obviously got a lot in his favour, how come a person like that is on benefits? It all seems a bit unbelievable. I would have to say, well, part of me agrees totally with that. If I could wave some magic wand and get a wonderful job tomorrow, I certainly would.
Back in North Wales, Bruce Jones is less keen on the job centre's red tape than he was with the red carpet.
Well, I don't think... I'm filling all this paper. I've filled all this paperwork in. That's to see if I'm going to get job seekers allowance, whatever that is. It's just forms I've got to fill in for my what I've done through the week. Been on the computer and all that. Just fill it all in. It's like a diary. What you do in a work plan. I don't know what I need. I ain't got a clue what this was. You just want me to fill all this stuff in about housing, how much rent and mortgages I pay and everything. Then I've got to fill this other stuff in for the council. I don't know what it's for council tax or something like that. You've got to comply, haven't you? You've got to be seen to be complying, so... I don't know what half this stuff is. I tell you what, I must be easier to rob a bank and fill all this line.
Like the good old days, Bruce is travelling in style. His mate James has agreed to give him a lift in his Merc to sort out his claim.
You've got all the paperwork. You've done everything now for them, haven't you, really? Now it's just get it out.
Just a little bit they've got to sort me out with. I don't know. I don't understand most of it. You know what I'm like.
I know.
Better get everything ready to go in, haven't I? Piss them off.
James knows it's not just the paperwork that's getting to Bruce.
Say Tuesdays is a horrendous day for him. It's a nightmare day for him. You know, he has to do it, I'm afraid. Well, he does feel embarrassed having to speak to these people there, and also they're a lot younger. And when he goes in these places, they do recognise him. The other people do, and I think that adds to his embarrassment, really. A lot of people sign on, but they're just ordinary people. He's not an ordinary person. He never will be. He's going to live with that till the day he dies. When Bruce comes out of the centre, now he'll be a bit subdued.
How'd it go, Bruce? Horrible. Put that away for a minute, will you? I'm not in the mood for that anymore.
Today, the job centre wanted more than just his signature.
I've just had to go through a computer course. I don't know nothing about computers. Anyway, I've got through it, I think.
He heads to the pub to calm down, and a few moments later, Bruce the actor is back, playing the part of eternal optimist.
I'm not embarrassed now, I can't use computers. All I do is sign in, as long as you see me on that computer, I just sign, yeah, you're all right, you're on that computer. Out you go. And if they get a job for an actor, they'll email me. Listen, so basically, I've got another agent. If you think, remember that tomorrow, write that down. Because basically, this is another agent.
At home in Warrington, Lisa is ploughing on with her new career.
I was signed off, and this is my new business, promoting myself and businesses. And I'm giving leaflets out today for a flower shop, doing some PR. Only problem is it's raining. It's raining cats and dogs. That's not good for business. The weather.
She might have to stand out in the rain, but Lisa is desperate for the money.
That fiver will go a long way in my life at the minute.
Although she has her own ideas why she can't find work.
Where I'm going to start talking, all due respect, about foreigners. I think having migrant workers over here just affects everything. There's less money, less opportunities, less jobs, more stress, and then, you know, I'm getting things like bank charges. It's not just affecting one thing, it's affecting things like that. I just need to rule the country, basically.
For 2 hours of flyering, Lisa will be paid £10.
This bouquet of flowers is £25. I'd have to work 5 hours to actually afford, so that's like a day's work nearly, isn't it, just to afford a bunch of flowers. So that's, you know, reality. A lot of people can't afford luxuries. Hi, fresh flowers, Mother's Day, 10% off. You're welcome. I tell you, 10% off fresh flowers, Hatter's Bloom. They're beautiful, that's the type of... Yeah, stunning. Hi lads, 10% off fresh flowers. Hatter's Bloom. 10%. Okay. Yeah, that's it. I'm done. It's a wrap. Town's quiet. So I think you're limited with this type of work anyway. And I've pretty much given out about 100 business cards. Oh, thank you.
Cash in hand, she heads to the bank. Coming up, Bruce looks back at the job of a lifetime that dumped him.
I think my heart loves me in Coronation Street. It would be nice to go back.
Drastic Times calls for drastic action by Martin.
I was literally in the case where if I wanted to eat, I had to sell my car. So goodbye car. Well, it looks like that means goodbye quite a few jobs as well.
Chris fears his benefits may get stopped.
If the state aren't able to keep me in an acting career, I don't know what I'm going to do, to be honest with you.
And Lisa is left frustrated by life without luxury.
Washing hands, you know, clothes in the bucket, it's just rubbish because they don't get the proper clean. They still smell. That's how I feel.
In North Wales, ex-soap star Bruce Jones is using his newfound computer skills to search for normal work.
The job centre have put me on this computer search thing, which they trained me yesterday at for an hour and a half. So I've got a third agent here, right? Basically. I've got a third agent working for me now. And this could come up with the biggest job I've ever done. I've just got in before, why can't I get back in now? Oh, shit. See, I hate these things. Why can't I get back in now? Can't do this shit. It's not letting me in. Oh, yeah. Checkout operator. Jesus Christ, go home. Senior care, housekeeper. Oh, shut down. How can I do a normal job after 30 years being an actor? It's just not viable for me. I won't know how to do a normal job anymore. Hate this. I'm coming off this in a minute. Coronation Street starts in half an hour, 10 minutes.
He might be looking for an average job, but Bruce still dreams of seeing himself back on the street.
I've always watched Coronation Street. It's part of my life. It's 10.5 years of my life. Well, it's more. It's 11 years of my life, basically. Well, it is my life.
I just wanted to let my hair down. I'm so flaming careful the rest of the time.
Don't pull that face.
What face? What is wrong with you?
Yeah, I miss these people. I've worked with them for a long time. It would be nice to go back and just relive it again and be part of it again and be part of the team and be part of everything that went on there. It was just a great 10.5 years experience for me. I think my heart loves me in Coronation Street. I think my heart loves me, yeah.
Bruce seems torn between the past and trying to move on.
I think there's room for us in there somewhere. doing his scams again and doing whatever he does again, I don't know. Wait and see. You never know. Never say never is my always look forward. Always look forward.
In Ellesmere Port, Chris's ambition to get off benefits and into acting have taken a step forward. So it's off to Mum for tea and a chat.
Yeah, I got my letter yesterday from the college about my course.
Oh, right, yeah.
I mean, I don't know whether it's full-time or part-time, but the letter kind of says, well, you know, thank you for applying for your full-time course in drama, performing arts. Anyway, so I've got an interview with them in about a week's time.
All right, OK.
I have to do a 2 to 3 minute monologue.
You won't find that hard, will you, love?
No. I thought I might do Little Britain or something, you know, I'm joking.
If it's a full-time course, he'll lose his benefits, so he'll need a bursary in order to afford it.
If the state aren't able to keep me, as well as go to college and try and progress in, you know, in an acting career, I don't know what I'm going to do, to be honest with you. Basically, what they're saying is that the state can't pay for me whilst I study full-time if I get a grant or a loan or whatever it might be, you know, to study. So, because if it's 16 hours or more the course, then they're not going to be able to support me with the benefits, are they? So until, I guess, I have that conversation with the college and understand what it is they can offer and then go back to the job centre, or, you know...
So it's still a little bit up in the air, isn't it, really?
I'm not going to know, am I?
Even though there's a lot of benefit money at stake, Mum has some very clear advice.
Chris has worked in a lot of areas since he was 11. He's worked in fast food, he's worked in restaurants, he's worked his way up in everything he's ever done. And if this is what if he gets to do what he set out to do, it's what he's wanted to do since he was 11. I think we've said to him, if you reach our age and you didn't try, you'll feel disappointed.
English teacher Martin has been living with his parents and claiming benefits for the best part of a year. He's desperate to find work and has left messages with local recruitment agencies.
Oh, of course. Even me, won't it? Hello, this is Martin Walker speaking. Hi, you just called me. I'm sorry, I was upstairs on the computer doing job searches. So what's the news? One in Lowestoft, one in Dereham. Dereham might be manageable, though. Hold on, I'll just check my bus timetable. Hold on a second. They've got, on offer, they've got one job in Lowestoft, which really is, I think, a bit too far away. There's another one in Dereham, which might be manageable. I think people tend to assume these days that people have their own transport, which, of course, I did. But unfortunately, I wanted to eat. I had to sell my car. So, goodbye car. It rather looks like that means goodbye quite a few jobs as well. There we are, right direction.
It looks like transport has put paid to Martin getting the break he needs.
Sure. Great. Thanks a lot. All the best. Bye. Oh, well, there you go. Happens. I think I'll try my luck on the internet, actually.
But just 5 minutes later, Martin has a brainwave.
To cycle to Norwich from here would probably take me about, well, and lock it and everything, would probably take me about 25 minutes. Wouldn't be impossible. It'll be mighty inconvenient, but it would be possible. Yes, there could be a possibility here, actually. Hello, this is Martin Walker again. Hello, you mentioned that there were 2 jobs, one in Lowestoft, one in Dereham. Well, I can't actually get a bus from where I am now, but I could cycle to Norwich. OK, great, thanks a lot. Speak to you soon. Bye.
After months of searching, it looks like Martin has finally got a foot on the job ladder.
It seems it's only for a week and a bit, which obviously isn't much, but, well, it's a job. Might lead on to something else, you never know.
In Warrington, ex-Big Brother contestant Lisa Appleton has come off the dole and is trying to make whatever money she can. But it's a long haul.
I haven't got a washing machine, can't afford a washing machine, and I can't afford to go to the laundrette because I'm claiming benefits, so I can't afford basically to wash my clothes, so I'm doing it myself. Washing hand, you know, your clothes in the bucket, it's just rubbish because they don't get the proper clean. They still smell. Clothes still smell. That's how I feel.
No money means no spin dry.
This is the human way of spinning your clothes. Ridiculous, isn't it? Oh, I bet Princess whatever lives like this and the Queen. Peg them out.
Mounting debt means she's had some unwelcome visitors.
There was a bailiff at the door the other week and I honestly, I could have... I won't even say. He just whines nothing. Why you... What's up with you? Why you... Come for me. Go and chase the ones who've got money and all that. You can see them living in a shithole. So I say, look, I'm still claiming benefits. I can't afford anything. And I'm paying this debt off and that debt off. I've got nothing to give you. I'm just stuck, just feel a failure. Marriage is broken down, that's failed. Business, there's a bit of laugh and a joke at the minute. That's just feel a complete flopping failure.
Her situation is so dire that she's had to turn to her family for help.
Some weeks where there's more money coming out than there's going in, and it's a struggle. Some days you don't balance out, and then I turn to my family. My family help me out and cook me some food, cook me some tea, give me some lunch, because I've got no choice. That's where I'm at the moment.
An empty fridge means a midnight run to the cash machine to see if her benefits have gone in.
Oh, he's in. Yes. Come on, hurry up.
Which means she can now buy the basics.
I got, essentials is bread, butter, milk, tomato and bacon, so I'll have some. I can do all sorts with that. I can have bacon sandwiches, I can have toast, I can have tomato and bacon sandwiches.
But Lisa's bitten off more than she can chew.
I've just took £30 from the cash machine, but I've just remembered I've got £11.11 coming out in 2 days' time. So I'm going to have to go back to the bank tomorrow and put £11.11 back. The brain, but that's, it's a bit of stress and not thinking the weather was bad and it's early hours in the morning.
This isn't the life Lisa thought she would be living after becoming a celebrity.
Nothing could prepare me for this, being on benefits and living like this. Nothing could prepare me at all, especially after all the success I've had in the past. I've never had to do this before. It's crazy. It is crazy, but it's driven me to do it. I don't feel like I've got any options.
All over Britain, there are people who never thought that living on benefits could happen to them. From having it all to nothing at all. But that's not stopping Bruce, who's still hopeful that his next big role is just around the corner.
There's a job there for me. There's a TV series out there for me, I know there is. I've just done a pilot for a new TV comedy show called The Pub. And that's looking really good, that.
And in Ellesmere Port, Chris is equally determined to begin his acting career.
I'm definitely serious about what I want to do. I've never been so sure in my life in terms of career now. And so that I'm trying every avenue possible. Unless you've got that get up and go, which is what I've got, then I could just sit back and do nothing. But that's not in my, that's not in my makeup.
Martin is still ever the optimist.
I'm in good physical health. I'm very grateful for that. My mind's still sharp. So as far as I'm concerned, if I need to work into my mid-70s, well, that's all right. That's not a big problem.
And Lisa believes the way to get off benefits is to use her best asset, herself.
I do believe I will succeed again one day, but on a level that I've never had in my life, and I mean success. I think I'll own my own house one day. I think I'll be debt-free one day, and I'll be off benefits one day.
From working hard to taking gambles, what does it take to become super rich? Eamon and Ruth are rifling through the Millionaire's Rulebook to find out in How the Other Half Lives, new tomorrow at 9. Next, tackling some big family bust-ups, it's Can't Pay. We'll take it away.